What's up? Currently making sure the stream actually works this time. So far, so good. I should probably tweet that I'm live. How do I do this? I've forgotten how to tweet on Twitter. Wait, can I do this from YouTube? Okay, I'll tweet that. And I'm not following YouTube on Twitter. No, thank you. And I'm just going to retweet it from my main Twitter. Alright, so far we haven't crashed. It says stream is healthy. That's good. So yeah, I'm going to be playing some NBA 2K18 today. Okay. I don't expect. I should probably change the game I'm playing, like the smart man I am. Will that save halfway through the stream? Let me take a look. How do I get to YouTube gaming? It's its own website. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna start the stream by introducing you to an NBA player you may not have known even existed. And if you did, that's good too, because apparently I didn't know about him. Apparently he's pretty good. I just want to make sure this is showing what I want it to show. Okay. Desktop audio. Okay. So this guy's name is Alan Houston, and he I learned about him because I was scrolling through the all-time teams, and he was on the New York Knicks, and I was like, who is this guy? And he's an 89 overall. That's pretty good. I mean, it's not great for an all-time team, but it's pretty good. I've never heard of him before, and he's on an all-time team. I should probably learn about him. So I'm gonna watch this video a little bit. I didn't realize this was music. So yeah, he's a shooting guard, I think. There's a suggested video of him dropping 53 points on the Lakers, so maybe we can watch that as well. I think like every stream, I want to like start with like some sort of video, either about a historic player I've never heard of, or just like a current player that I'm a fan of, just to continue the theme of the NBA. Okay, let's find one that isn't just music. Hopefully this isn't music. Okay, here we go.
And down, Allen Houston, it's just 2 footers on the line, but without Shaquille O'Neal.
And it's good because this is kind of what I want to look to do with the Cavaliers MyLEAGUE. Oh, cool, it's lagging. Not lagging. It's here. Let me make sure the stream's still doing well. Okay, it was bad for a second, but it's back now, I guess. Let me refresh this. Shots fire, rewind, please, girl, be mine. Oh, stream is healthy. Okay, very good, very good. So yeah, I don't know how often I'm going to be doing these 2K live streams. I'd like to do them like maybe once a week. But I don't know. I'm gonna aim to do them. I want to do them more than once a week, but I'm gonna aim to do them at least once a week. Okay, let's continue watching this. I'll try to keep my eye on the stream, though, just in case someone comments or anything. So, yeah, this is... The way this guy plays is kind of how I want the Cavaliers to play after LeBron's gone in my league. Like, kind of like the Rockets now. I want a lot of three-point shooters. And at least... I want the center to at least be able to shoot mid-range well. Man, this is... I can't tell if this is a terrible video or if it's just because I'm streaming that. Oh, yeah, it's like at 240. It's not a great video anyway, but... So, yeah, this is Allen Houston. It's a pretty cool guy. Alright, let's... It's not a great video anyway, but... Video output low. I don't know what that means. I assume that means bad connection. After LeBron, I'm looking to... I want to do a bit of a quick rebuild, like, not in the sense, like, I want to go build it through the draft and free agency, but I want to get, like, guys who are... Actually, I have a plan. Let me pull up the actual plan that I made. What was it? I can't remember what I called it. Live stream plan. Okay, so yeah, these are the type of guys that I want to go after. I don't know about these two. These were just suggestions because I was watching highlights of them. But I want to go after good shooters, ball handlers, and then a center that it doesn't have to be a great three-point shooter, but as long as he can shoot the mid-range pretty well and get rebounds, that's really what that's really what I want out of a center. But I want these to be like young guys so they can grow together. At the same time, I do want to get veterans on the team at all times because well, just take a look at the Sixers right now. And, you know, there was all this hype coming into the season of like, oh, well, Ben Simmons is back. Joel Embiid's going to be healthy. They have Markelle Fultz now. They're going to be great. They'll probably be an 8th seed in the East. Like, I mean, if you watch their highlights, they're getting blown out by, like, Boston's bench and bench warmers. It's not very good. But that's sort of the type of thing that I want. Not the Sixers. I want, like, guys that actually fit in a system, much like Houston's current system. I think that's sort of what I'm looking for. Okay. Let's actually start playing now, why don't we? Okay. Boom. Okay, sweet. Okay, I have to figure out how to get this. Okay, perfect. That works fine. Is there a way to make this a pop-up? How do you feel about Embiid's new contract? Oh boy. My honest opinion is I think the Sixers don't have much of a choice, because if they didn't sign the contract now and they let teams bid on him, and then they could only sign him to a 4-year contract, they have him for less. There's more of a chance that he's going to get away. However, I believe they have an option in it so that I think Philly loses. If Embiid doesn't turn out to be the player that we know he can be, Philly loses in any situation. But like, they have an option where they can waive him and they only have to pay him half as much as the contract is signed for. However, that means that you have, if it's starting to feel like Andrew Bynum all over again. Obviously he's younger, so they have more time to see how it goes. But like, man, Philly just doesn't have the same. They're just not very lucky in this decade of basketball. All right, why is this not working? Ah, yes, my controller's not even plugged in. Fantastic. But yeah, I understand why Philly signed Embiid to that contract, because he's the only true superstar. The only young guy that they've drafted that has shown true superstar potential. Or not potential, but has shown the ability to be a true superstar. So I understand why they did it. But I think going forward, Ben Simmons is really going to be the guy that leads that team. And they're lucky that they have Simmons, considering they drafted Fultz, because I look at Fultz's game and I think he's more of an undersized 2. Maybe he can make the turnaround like a guy like James Harden or like Russell Westbrook did coming out of college. James Harden took a little longer, but you know, Westbrook wasn't a point guard in college, so we'll see how it goes. I don't think Fultz is a bad passer. I just think he prefers to shoot the ball. We're not going to start in the offseason because I don't know. I guess you could call this a bit of a challenge, because no matter what, I'm not re-signing LeBron James, so there is like a bit of a challenge aspect to it. But and I don't really want to go like, I'm going to trade all of the guys this year to try to get young guys straight away, because I think that's kind of bogus. Like, obviously I want to, this last year we'll give LeBron James the best chance he gets to win a title, and then we'll let him leave and we'll start from scratch. I think that's fair. That's fair for fake LeBron. All right, let me take a look at some stoof. Some stoof. So the Albuquerque Chupacabras video that's coming out tonight is the thumbnail on it took me a while, but I think it's like the best thumbnail out of all of them that I've made, which I'm really happy about. I want to do more like thumbnails where it's the players on the team, but like an actual photo of them, and I like Photoshop it to make it look like they're wearing the jersey. I did that one with DeMarcus when we first signed him, but I want to do that more. Why? I always forget to turn my speakers off. They always make a horrible sound when I leave them on. It's really good. So yeah, if you have any other questions for me about the NBA, just throw them at me. I'm not like obviously an expert, but I have opinions on things. I'm gonna do auto generate because there is no good draft classes on PC, I don't think. What's up, Agent Killer? What's good? I mentioned you a lot in the weekly rundown video because like all the comments, like the majority of the comments I mentioned were from you. Okay, so some of the trades that I want to make would technically, that like I want to have players on the team long term after LeBron, would technically help the team go after a title right now. The question is, will any of those trades actually happen? Does any team have a chance of beating Golden State? I'm going to go with the unpopular opinion of saying that I think Cleveland has the best chance. Because I think they're the deepest team. One moment. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm not answering that phone call. Okay. Where was I? Cleveland has the best chance to win against Golden State. However, they don't have a great chance. I just think Golden State's, like everyone knows, Golden State's close to unstoppable. Unless, of course, they get an injury to their two best players. So I think Cleveland has the best chance to beat Golden State. I think second is probably Houston because, again, their depth and their ability to play with no bigs on the floor and still dominate offensively. They're the closest thing offensively to Golden State. And I actually don't believe that Chris Paul and James Harden is such a big issue. Like, I think that they're going to figure it out, and I think Chris Paul just gives them more of like a championship mentality. Which is ironic considering he's never made out of the second round. So, who are going to the NBA Finals? The Cavs and the... I like that. The Cavs and the... Well, yeah, I think the Cavs will make it to the Finals, obviously. And I don't think Boston has the best chance of beating them. I actually think that it is... Well, the dark horse is Toronto, and it will always be Toronto, especially if they get this whole new system of three-point shooting to work. If they can make DeMar DeRozan a consistent enough three-point shooter with Kyle Lowry, CJ Miles, who I really like, and Serge Ibaka, like, besides Jonas Valanciunas, that can be a very scary three-point shooting lineup, but they have to get more consistency from DeMar DeRozan. I think they're the dark horse. Obviously, the Wizards, but I don't know if I feel like the Wizards are kind of like the Blazers of the East. My who else could make it to the finals in the West? I think Oklahoma City is very interesting because of their potential defensively. I'm a big fan of Andre Robertson. Obviously, Paul George matches up not great with Kevin Durant because I think Durant's quicker than Paul George, but height-wise, they match up pretty well. And obviously, you put Robertson on Curry, and I assume Russell Westbrook on Klay Thompson. However, I'd probably want to put him on like Draymond Green so that he doesn't get tired. Now the question is Draymond Green versus Carmelo Anthony. Can Carmelo Anthony become better than he has been in recent years and outplay Draymond Green in that matchup? That's assuming they make it to the conference finals, though. What's another dark horse team? I don't think Minnesota will make it. I think they'll make it to the playoffs, obviously, but I don't think they will be like the what am I trying to do? The dark horse in the playoffs. I think the dark horse in the playoffs for the West, and maybe this is a bad pick, but I honestly think Denver looks really good. I actually recommend a video, I think ESPN put it out, where it's like comparing this year's Denver team to 2013's Warriors. It's very interesting, like the comparisons they make, especially with whole like Nikola Jokic, however you pronounce that, being sort of like the upcoming star like Curry was, adding a savvy veteran like Paul Millsap like they did with Andre Iguodala. And the shooting, Klay Thompson shooting compared to Gary Harris's shooting, which I don't think that's a very good comparison, but it's interesting. Okay, let's actually do something. If you have any more questions, let me know. I'm actually going to try to move forward. It's hard for me to talk and focus. I should be getting better at it. So, I don't know if there's actually actually, hold on. Let me take a look at the cap. I was going to say, like, is there any chance we could make this happen? But I don't see that happening. 6 million. I mean, for 1 year, if we assign you to the G League, what's the issue here? What was the other question? If LeBron loses the finals this year, should he go to the Lakers? I don't think he should go to the Lakers, regardless if he wins or loses. I don't think he's, in reality, I don't think he's gonna leave Cleveland. Maybe he does. Frick. But I think the likelihood of that happening, I just don't think it's very likely. The likelihood isn't very likely. I think I don't know why the Lakers thing is a thing. I mean, I get the whole Hollywood thing, but I don't think LeBron James is cares about that as much as he does winning. I think his best chance of winning a title is, besides like pulling a Katie and going to the Warriors, is, one moment again. Sorry about that. There's some movement going on, so occasionally I have to get up and help move stuff. Okay. Don't remember what I was talking about. LeBron to the Lakers. Right. I think his best chance of winning a title is either staying in Cleveland or going and playing with Kawhi in San Antonio. However, I think he has a better chance in Cleveland. I mean, because the issue with going and playing in the West is you have to play in the West. So, I mean, it'll be interesting. Oh, snap. This guy's a B-plus rebounder for a shooting guard. Okay, I'm sorry for trying to trade you. Dang, that's... And a B... Okay, let's actually... I have an idea for this kid. This kid. He's older than me. Player training. Let's go... Point guard passer. Let's try to make this guy into a 6'8" point guard. Okay, get a better coach or trainer. Let me check these. Probably want a better trainer. Yeah. Let's try to get this guy. Okay, cool. Scout. That's good. And we'll take you for a year. Okay, cool. What was I talking about? I think I was talking about LeBron in LA. I think obviously it's alluring to play with the Lakers, but I just don't think that it helps his legacy at all if he goes to LA and loses. I mean, I don't see him, even if they add Paul George. Do you really think that LeBron, Paul George, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, is that a better four-man team than Golden State has? And they don't have the depth that Golden State has. They have some young guys, but the chances are they're going to have to move Jordan Clarkson and Julius Randle to sign two stars, because I don't see a team taking that Luol Deng contract. But maybe Magic Johnson makes it work and everyone's happy. And LeBron retires a Laker. But I just don't see it happening. It could, but I don't see it happening. Everyone in LA sees it happening, but I don't see it happening. Okay. Does this have the right lineup in it? No, it does not. Because they're starting Kevin Love at center. In actual fact, in the NBA. How long is Isaiah Thomas supposed to be out for? Till like January? Should I add an injury to Isaiah Thomas? Let me know. What do you think? Should I put Thomas on injury? I'm gonna switch this up so that he's playing center and he's playing power forward. Oh wow! Look how good he is at power forward. Cool. What I'm asking is, should I break Isaiah Thomas's shins to make this playthrough more realistic? I don't think it's his shins that got injured, though. I think it was his knee. Okay. No, don't. Don't break his shins. Okay. Okay, so just so you know, I'm sure anyone who's watched a stream before knows this, but chat is slightly lagged. So I think I'm like 30 seconds ahead. So if I respond to your chat, if I respond to chat late, that is why. I don't think let the little guy play. I don't think they're gonna play deeper than this. They're gonna play like 13 deep, just so that they don't have to yeah, they're gonna be playing like, they're not gonna be playing that little minutes. Kevin Love and Isaiah Thomas will probably play more, and Jay Crowder. But like, they're gonna be playing deep so that they don't have to. How are we gonna do this? What's the best way? LeBron's playing, like, how many minutes did he play last year per game? Oh. I don't see him playing that many minutes this year. The issue with 2K is you can't have, like, if you want to have guys sit out of games, you have to, like, do it manually every game. It would be cool if you could have, like, a system where, because it's kind of part of the NBA now, especially with contenders. Pick a game. Oh, we're playing the Sixers? All right. Take these two guys out of the lineup and make the minutes work. If you could just have 2K logic it for you, that'd be cool. But alas, 9. Shots fired. Rewind. Please, girl, be mine. Okay, let's sim some games. I want to try to get Bosch though, because I think that'd just be kind of perfect, but I don't know what to give up. Channing Frye. I don't think that could do this and then release McAdoo, or we could release someone else. I wish there was a way of like knowing beforehand if like contracts would work out in terms of. I mean, I guess I could just freaking look at this. We're already 36 million negative, so I don't see us being able to sign Chris Bosh. Let's just sim some games. I'm a simcast this first game against the Celtics because I might want to hop in. What system are we playing though? It's good to make sure you have all these things ready. Oh snap! Our coach is pretty damn good. Tyrone Lue. Space and pace is best for us, I believe, or balanced. Let's take a look at space and pace, balanced. Let's go with space and pace. Increase 3-point opportunities. Yeah, that seems best. Okay. Let's just go. I was gonna simcast that game. There was something else I wanted to talk about in terms of the NBA. Oh snap! Yeah, freaking. Of course, with my Chupacabra series, Exum's playing great. However, freaking. Oh wow. Let's hop in a bit for this. Freaking. In real life, Dante Exum out for the season, probably. That's crazy. I literally have a video, like, where I'm praising him coming out today, and, And since, of course, I recorded them a bit... Damn, this is so loud. I recorded them a bit ahead of time, right? So I'm not, like, stressing to get them done. But, dang, it sucks for him, man. Tell me if that's too loud. If you piss off LeBron in the finals, you're not going to win that easy. Why am I not even in the game?
Which players do you think execute that move the best? I think Manu. He's one of the guys I played with, even though he's older. Still to perfection. Kevin Durant at his size is unbelievable. DeMar DeRozan, James Harden, and then
what's the LeBron comment in reference to? Am I dumb? Is it really obvious and I'm just not thinking?
just changes direction. It looks like a sped up Euro step in Russell Westbrook's situation. Those are some of the guys that stand out. LeBron and Crowder, the tandem at forward. D-Wade out there with Thomas, and it's Thompson in at the center position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now here's Thompson, and he makes the bucket.
Sound is good. Okay.
A different look now for Cleveland. Green, he's checked in for Crowder. Jefferson comes in for LeBron. And it's Corver in for Dwayne Wade.
I don't think... I was going to put Osman in, but I don't think he's in the rotation. No, he's not. Okay.
That free throw good from Thompson. And the Celtics franchise with the league-leading 17 NBA championships. Their last in 2008.
And with the talent and assets they possess, they might be in the hunt for banner number 18 before you know it. One of the beasts of the East, without question.
Here is Thomas, following the three-pointer by Boston.
How do you guys feel on Boston in terms of their chances in title contention? Do you think Kyrie and Gordon Hayward is better than, like, Kyle Lowry, DeRozan, Ibaka, or, like, John Wall, Bradley Beal, Otto Porter? Did I say Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward and Al Horford as well? Because I guess that's a big three. If that's what we're considering a big three, then Miami has Cleveland. Cleveland has a big five, I guess, because they got LeBron, Kevin Love, Isaiah Thomas, Dwayne Wade, Derrick Rose. And they have Jay Crowder, who's not a bad player by any means. That's a pretty scary roster. And would you consider Tristan Thompson to be a good enough of a star to be considered? Do they have a big 7? Does Cleveland have a big 7? Damn, I'm thinking about this now. They're
see it for practice jerseys. I can see it maybe when you're selling it retail to the fans. But, I mean, isn't there enough advertising already? I mean, that's one of the great things about keep it as pure as possible. I get the European deal, but there's so much money here, it would seem like this is just an add-on that doesn't need to be added on. Kevin,
I like the Cavs' acquisition of Jeff Green. I think he's going to have a better year with Cleveland than he did in Orlando, where he just seemed like a shell of his former self. I think playing for a title contender helps a lot of people. I'm going to play with one ear out so I can actually hear what I sound like. Oh, nice move. Yabusele.
You know what? And a late reaction by the transition D takes it himself uncontested. Now, here's Thomas. Green.
Oh, you got to make that.
That's the one when you watch the film back. To cringe. He couldn't ask for a better opportunity.
Yeah. Whew. Boom. So yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for. I'm going to try to stream for at least like 2 hours. 2 to 3. Because I got work a bit later, but should be okay. And got another Chupacabras video coming out. And I'm planning a 200 subs video with the guys. And by that I mean we have said we need to make one. So we'll figure something out. We won't go total overboard and then plan something that doesn't happen. Issue is, of course, that we do not live near each other, so we have to figure out if we're going to do it over Skype, or if we each record something and I put it into a long video. I don't know. Or maybe I'll just do like a highlights, but I don't know. It's just, I don't like, I think something more special would be better. It's been a while. I mean, it's crazy. Like, I think we had this YouTube channel for like nearly 8 years. Maybe it's 8 years by now. Sometime in October of 2009 we started it, but we didn't start like taking it seriously till like 2014. So it was that classic thing where you have a YouTube channel with 10 subscribers and like 8 of them are your own channels. But then when we started doing gaming more than we did like Lego terrible stop motion, things started going well. I think this is the only game I'm going to be playing with the Cavs as a championship contender, like before LeBron leaves, because they're just pretty good. Like, there's not really any. I mean, I guess it's good for talking. A type of game good for talking, but like, once Isaiah's healthy, I think the Cavs are gonna be fine. No, nice block.
Every so often a team will have a home game and see their stadium flooded with fans for the away team. Happens when a especially good, popular team is playing a team kind of in a bad part of their schedule, or maybe just in a bad part of their development. Smitty, do players notice when this happens, and does it bother them at all?
Yeah, players notice it. It does bother you. It happened to me when Chicago Bulls era. You're hearing people cheer more for Michael Jordan than their own players. It's because people love to see winners. People have their favorite players, and a lot of people right now look at it as they want to come see their favorite player. As a player, you just got to go out, beat Michael Jordan, go out and win, and usually the fans will turn into your favor. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a...
Yeah, let's just simcast the rest of this. Also, I have an idea for, wait, let me know in chat if you've seen the weekly rundown video, because I have an idea for it, and I want to run it by some people. It's not a huge change to the format, but, like, a better way to end them, because I think that video, I rambled on for a long time at the end, and it went from being a 15-minute video to being, like, a 25-minute video, and I think, there's better ways of doing it. That was more of a test video. Like, there were so many misspellings in it, because I was trying to get it up on Monday, but that didn't work out. So man, there's like on this streaming software that I'm using, there's like this thing that's just changing colors, and I don't know what it means. Also, if you want to, let me know what your favorite team is in the NBA, if you have one, or favorite player, because I want to like play more games during the season in my Chupacabra series, and when we get to the regular season, hopefully we'll be title winners. But when we get to the regular season, I wanna know what teams to sort of play. So if you have a favorite team or a favorite player, I'll find them. Also, I'm gonna be playing against the players that I added. It just depends, because we added, like, the rookies weren't fantastic. I mean, they were like, they have good potential. That's where they're at their best, is their potential. So I don't know how many minutes they're going to be getting. So that's where it's like, the question is, do we play those teams if we're going to either see the players once, or not see them at all? But I don't want to have another situation where I add a player and you guys don't get to see them, because I had that happen for a while with my when I added myself to the game. I don't really have a fave team. Yeah, my favorite team's the Bucks, but that's mainly because they're in Wisconsin. That's kind of it, and I like Jabari Parker, so it just kind of worked out that way. But yeah, the Embiid question, now that I think about it, the Embiid question's interesting, because should the Bucks give Jabari Parker that kind of contract? I hope they do, or at least he and them work out some sort of thing to keep him there, because I think he is very important to that team going forward, and I'm sure they will. But like, the whole question behind like, is a player that has injury history worth that sort of money? I think every team in the league would have a different answer. I think a team like Portland and like Philadelphia, they're going to have completely different answers, because Portland obviously has seen this happen before with like Greg Monroe, and they didn't go through with it, and probably turned out for the best, because I think he only played like 30 more games after leaving Portland. And then you have a team like Philadelphia that has seen this happen before with Andrew Bynum, but still decided, Embiid's young, we'll see what happens. It's interesting. Interesting choice. I think it'd be interesting to see that's a bad trade. Interesting to see a like what if situation. I'm sure there is one on YouTube somewhere of like, what if Andrew Bynum played a game with the Sixers, because I don't think we would have seen the trust the process happen. I think it would have been, the Sixers would have been not a title contending team, but like they would have made the playoffs as like a third seed or a second seed for like a few years, but I don't think they would have ever started tanking. It's kind of, I heard someone recently call that the worst trade of all time, that Dwight Howard to Lakers trade, because I think that could be argued, because Dwight Howard left LA a year later. Andrew Bynum never played a game with the Sixers. While the Nuggets had a fantastic year getting Iguodala, he then left for the Warriors, and the Magic, all they got was Fualo and I think Mo Harkless, who technically both left, but I guess Fualo's back now. But it's pretty weird. That was a weird trade. Big trade. Weird trade. Weird big trade. Let's try to make a trade. Okay. Eli Shepard and Channing Frye. I feel like I need music or something. But, oh, my phone is not fun. My phone is not fun. Interesting. Spencer Dinwiddie's a fantastic shooter, as we've seen in the series against Portland, where he, as a backup point guard, plays extremely well. Try to get DeMarcus Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins. I can see. I don't think the Pelicans are gonna. I'm gonna have to like swag my way to get him. Maybe we could just try. I don't know if I want DeMarcus Cousins, mainly because actually he's a decent 3-point shooter. He could work as a. Let's see if. Let's offer them the trade that freaking is rumored to be out there. It's also important to see where the Nets are at record-wise, which is why I passed them. The story of my life. Okay, so it's looking to be a pretty decent pick. Yeah, I don't know if I want to risk. I mean, DeMarcus Cousins is a good player, but I like that Bobby Portis trade because one of the things on my list of players to get is a rebounding mid-range jump shooter. Big. So I think I'm going to go with, if they still offer it, yeah. I think I'm going to go with this trade. I don't like this contract as much, but it's not too bad. I mean, it's not a huge contract. I think I'm going to try to get Bobby Portis to work on defense. I think this is a good trade, especially because he's young. Like, I think for the most part, yeah. I am gonna try another trade though. I don't know if I'll do it at the deadline because it requires moving Kevin Love, and we have him on contract for another year, so I could try doing it this offseason. So we'll see. Let's make this trade. Yeah. Okay, cool. Alright. Bobby Portis. And I think Bobby Portis is starting when the rebuild starts. I think he's going to be the starting center, not power forward. But let's actually have him coming off the bench for the rest of the year, because if the Cavs want a chance at beating the Warriors, they're going to need the small ball to work. So let's put this to force non-starter 1 season. Okay, there we go. All right, let's. Is there any other trade I want to make? I don't think so. I'm gonna actually go. I keep forgetting that I want to do team training, player training. There we go. Bobby Portis. All right, let's defensive. Ante Zizic. What do we want to do for you? Why don't you go stretch 4? Try to your best to shoot the ball just slightly better, because otherwise I might have to move you, because that is what I want going forward from this team. What time is it? Okay, cool. Wow, it's only 1. That's not too bad. I just realized we're the 4th seed in the East. I don't think that's very realistic, but it is what it is. The Sixers are the 8th seed. Good job, 2K. Besides the Sixers, that's... If you throw in... What team am I forgetting? The Heat. The Heat... if you replace the Heat with the Sixers with the Heat, not in order, that would be the sort of who I'd expect to make the playoffs this year in the East. But Orlando is a dark horse team, and I think Brooklyn's a dark horse team. Mark my words. I like their coach. All right, let's simulate. What if the Cavaliers didn't make the playoffs in LeBron's final year? Oh, no. That'd be insane, wouldn't it? I mean, it's not going to happen in real life. I meant in this game. But what if it did happen in real life? This guy, okay. Who's the best shooter? There's some pretty good shooters in this draft. I would aim to grab this guy, Gilbert Aizzo. Potentially with the Nets pick we can do so. Oh, snap, but... less intriguing. I think this guy is who I'm aiming to get. Or maybe Richard Cobb. But I really want a... Oh, there's some decent shooters in this draft, man. Brazil. Oh wait, this guy's has that year thing. That year thing. Euro stash thing. He would be gone. He would be gone. No question about it. Okay. I actually want to scout. We've scouted enough of the top prospects. Let's try scouting sleepers. Greg McGee looks good. Okay. Alright, so 45 and 37. That's not great. Quite honestly. We rested LeBron for most of the season, so... Ooh, and we play the Celtics in the first round. Interesting. I do not know why the Bulls would not make this trade in real life just to get a second round pick, honestly, now that I think about it. That was a bad trade for the Bulls. Okay. Oh, snap. Osman's playing well. Osman's improved quite a bit. Let's take a look at his improvement. How do we do that? Maybe you can't do that right now. Actually, they don't even let you look at how much they've improved. Maybe if we just do this. We'll see. We'll see how he does. Moving forward. I want to see if I can potentially start him at point guard next year. I think that's interesting. An interesting idea. All right. Time to... I'm just going to let the Cavs do what they're going to do. And see what happens. Boston wins game 1. Boston wins game 2. Cleveland wins game 2, 3, 4. Math. Boston. Oh, shit. Whatever happens, happens, right? Isaiah Thomas is hurt. The first round. Well, that explains why LeBron's leaving. And the Bucks made it to the finals. The Celtics got ousted by the Bucks, so the Cavs didn't even get eliminated by the team that moved on to the finals. Dang. I want to watch this back. The first round. Dang, that's... Dang, that sucks. The 5th seed and out in the first round. That's a pretty bad... That would be... I think that's the worst case scenario for the Cavs in reality. I don't think they could do worse than that. Nor do I think they will do worse than... Okay. Should I add an expansion team? I don't feel like I want to, but I'll let chat decide. And by chat, probably mean Agent Killer, because whoever else is watching hasn't commented in a while. So they are either AFK or no comprende. I did it for the rhyme and it kind of made sense. Now I just wait for said stream to catch up with itself. Because whoever else is watching hasn't commented in a while. So they are YouTube has emojis. Or no. Dang. I didn't even know that. AFK or no comprende. Doesn't really rhyme. But whatever. Oh, man. I might just not do it. I don't feel like I want to. Maybe not this year. If it happens again, I'll think about it, but I don't really want to this year. Okay. Draft lottery. Oh my gosh, that's like the worst case scenario. The Cavs have terrible luck this summer. First they go out in the first round, then they don't even get a top pick. There's a lot of teams in worse position than the Cavs, to be fair. At least they made it to the playoffs and had a lottery pick. And who knows what we can do? Maybe we can jiggle our way higher up. Okay, first thing I want to try to do is I'd love to get a trade of like this to work. But I don't know what draft. I'd do this. What would I have to do to get CJ McCollum? I don't think they're gonna budge. Budge. I don't want Zach Collins again. I'm trying not to do the exact same thing that I did with my... That's not happening. That I did with my Chupacabra series. I want this one to be special. I want it to feel special. Okay, what can I do to make this happen? I'm not giving up Porter. I might give up Crowder. Except he's a very good three-point shooter. So, in the new Cavs system, he fits pretty well. I wish it like because I'm like really dumb. I wish 2K would just make the trade for me. But maybe there's like no chance of this happening. I don't want to part with. I'd be willing to do. Yeah. Oh yeah, I want to make a trade for a second round pick regardless. No, not a first round pick. Any sort of second round pick, please. I'd love the last pick in the draft because those guys always end up being stars. Why are you not helping me out here? Okay, let's take a look at what. What is Kevin Love just straight up worth? Tim Hardaway Jr., that's interesting. Evan Fournier, it's not the best. Ooh. Huh. My microphone's like blocking me for like half of the stream, right? That is a good. I kind of want to get a player out of it though, but maybe I shouldn't push it. Derek Collison. Oh, I'm not doing that. The 7th pick and a 2019 pick. Would this Pacers team have enough to make it to the playoffs? In the East, probably. So we could have a good chance at getting another pick next year. But I kind of want to get a player out of this deal. You know what? I think I'm going to do this. Well, I think I'm going to wait. Oh, maybe I shouldn't. I'm really indecisive. When it comes to draft picks, it's difficult because it's always nice to be like, oh, a draft pick to pick a young player. But at the same time, it's like, oh, then you just have more young guys that you just have to worry about in terms of minutes. And it's like, we could wait till free agency. So here's the thing. We could wait till free agency and have a better chance of getting McCollum, which is who I really want to get for Kevin Love. Because for some reason in 2K, trades during the draft are harder to do. But if we wait, then we won't have this offer, so obviously, because there will be the whole rookie contract thing. We could take the pick and then trade the pick. We still have Tristan Thompson that we can trade if we want to move a big contract. Man, I'm thinking way too much about this. I think I'm going to do this trade. And yeah, let's do it. Okay. By trading away Kevin Love, the Cavaliers rid themselves of $24 million in salary. Yep. Alright, so now we have the 5th pick, the 7th pick, and the 18th pick. I'd still love to get a 2nd round pick, but okay, I'll do this. I want a 2nd round pick. That's all. Don't ask me why. Take it and trade it. Yeah, I think that's the best option. We could. What could we move up anymore? I don't want to give up Osman. I know it's a weird. I connect myself to weird players in 2K in terms of. Yeah, that's the only offer we're getting for a draft pick. I thought we just traded our 2nd round pick for that year. I don't want to give up Osman, and it's not worth for Dennis Schroeder. As good as he is, he's not. He doesn't fit in the system we're trying to play in, which we should probably change to now, so that during free agency we know what kind of players we need to go after. Okay, so let's go into the draft. So this is the current roster. Does this look like the type of roster that's going to be winning any sort of 3-point shootouts anytime soon? So there's definitely some work to be had. Let me quickly. I'm going to put him on point guard duty. Okay. We're probably going to let Isaiah Thomas walk. He'll probably make big money somewhere. Derrick Rose, we could re-sign, but not particularly a fan of that idea. Kyle Korver, I think I'll keep just so that he's another shooter on the roster. Richard Jefferson, probably not. Maybe, but probably not. Jeff Green, I'd like to have back, but I don't think it's going to happen. Bobby Portis, I'm just going to quickly put him on. Why did I go into this? I don't need to do this, but I guess it means I can switch both positions. If this actually loads. What is happening? Black screen of death. Okay. So I've been streaming for an hour. That's not too bad. I'm gonna keep going, but I'm also gonna put a headband on him because I think he looks good with a headband. Yeah, it's not too bad. Are you ever going to play my team? That's an interesting question. I've thought about it. If I do it, I think I'd want to do it as a series. Like, I've played my team in the past. Thing is, it's never been like my favorite game mode. I enjoy the single player grinding to get players. Like playing a lot of single player games to get players. And I feel like it's past me in terms of the skill level. Because like there's so much to do with contracts and stuff now. That if I tried, it'd be kind of embarrassing to play. But it's definitely been a consideration. I also consider doing a My Career series, but like at the same time, like I haven't had really any issues with the My Career this year in 2K, but like a lot of people don't seem to like it. I don't know. I think it's fine. It's like a lot of cutscenes, obviously. Okay, I think I'm gonna put him once training starts. I'm gonna put Osman in like a more of a point guard focused training in terms of all around point guard, not just passing, because I think he's a good enough passer. Okay, let's go into the draft. Such a bad multitasker in terms of talking. Really loud music. Really loud music. Okay, let's see if we can get one of these shooters. I think they're probably all going to be taken. Oh no, they have not. Okay, so we could grab... How has this guy not been taken yet? I think we're going to have to take him. I think he's the kind of like the... Oh. 4 of the top 6 players are still available at the... what do we have? The 5th pick? You'd like to see My Career? I think if I'm going to do a My Career, I think I have to take this guy because he's the best overall player. If I'm going to do My Career, I'm probably going to start over. And I want to do it without like just buying VC, because obviously when you do the pre-order, it gives you a lot of VC, so it's tempting to just like put it all into that, but I want to have to actually kind of work for it. All right, so we have him now. I want to see if we can grab one of these shooters with the other pick. The other pick is all of a sudden very useful, because my thought was I'm just going to get the 5th pick, grab a shooter, and then I won't need another player really. But if we can grab one of these other guys that are high up there, that would be a pretty good draft for the Cavs. Would you like to simulate? Yes. Alright, let's see who they took. Okay, so now we have the decision of either going with the small forward who will be gone away for a year, or we can take the shooting guard who I like the look of. What you guys think? Let's take a look at... His floor is Seth Curry, and his ceiling is Jamal Crawford. This guy's... So this guy's pretty much predicted to be... You have a pure sharp on My Career? Shit. I don't think I'm that good at My Career. I mean, like, I pretty much make I either make a point guard or I make a point forward every time, because I just don't like scoring as much. could develop into an all-star. Neither have significant weaknesses. His ability to create shots. I'd like to have him... So, yeah, so the question currently is, do we take the guy who's 23, a better overall player in terms of defense and everything, but we won't have him for another year, and he's older than this guy who doesn't have as high a ceiling? I mean, it depends on where you rank Jamal Crawford and Nate Batum, and Seth Curry and all that. I'm leaning towards the shooting guard, but when it says could be a decent player in the league today, should improve, could be a decent player in the league today. But he's a better playmaker. He's definitely not a better defender. I think I'm gonna go with Milton Policita. They're the same offense, except he's worse at defense. I'd like to have a player here right now. You know what? I'm gonna go with this kid. I may end up regretting that, but I don't think I will too much. So yeah, we got an 80 overall and a 78 overall. It's gonna come out that this like European guy is like a 93 overall. I'm playing my career right now, and I am almost a 90 overall. Oh, nice. I think I'm like a 80, 88, 87. I haven't played in a while. I should get back into it, but it's one of those things where it's not like MyLEAGUE where you can like, you know, listen to music or watch a video while you play, because your focus doesn't really have to be on it. Like, because you're playing as one person, and the point is that you're not simming games, you're like playing every single game. It's hard to like stop doing it for a while and then get back into it and still be as passionate about it. Sim to next user pick. I think we might trade the 18th pick. Yes, I'd like to view them. Nope. Dun, 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 dun. May you please check out my YouTube channel. I would really appreciate it. 100. 100? 1K grind, I already subbed to you. Maybe. Not a huge fan of the whole sub for sub thing. I mean, like, at least not with my own channel, in terms of, I'd rather have, if someone's gonna sub to me, I'd rather it because they, like, actually wanna watch the videos rather than just to look at the subscribe number go up. I don't know. That's just my own opinion, though. Alright, let's take a look at what we can get. Michael Carter Williams. Haha. Why? How is that? How is that a good ceiling? Rodney McRae. Never heard of him. We're going to be playing a bit of small ball. I think that probably is best. Joe Harris. Man, these are not very good ceilings. James Jones. Oh man. Let me I'm about to trade this pick just to get another draft pick. Houston, San Antonio. It's fun because friend is pure rebounder, and when I miss, he gives me the ball to shoot. Oh, so you're playing like Pro-Am, not the like campaign or whatever you call it with 2K my career. I want to do Pro-Am. I need to get some friends that like have 2K on PC. I mean, actually, can you do cross-platform? I don't think Ryder bought 2K though. That's the only thing. Usually I play Pro-Am with him and Magnus. We were gonna do some videos on it like a couple years ago, but we only played one game, and back then servers were so garbage that half the video was just us waiting to get into a game, which is really fun. It was actually kind of a funny video, but I just decided not to put it up. We have some really old, well, not that old, like 2K15 park videos, but I don't know, they're not very good. They were streamed. Okay, so I need to make a decision on this. Do I go with the unprotected pick from the Rockets, or do I go with the top 3 protected pick from the Spurs? I think I'm gonna or get Tyson Chandler, who's always a very good vet to have on a rebuilding team, which, you know, isn't very good to him because it's like he probably wants to be competing for a title, but you know, it is what it is. Ding. I need the a live it is what it is counter. Alright, let's go with this Spurs pick. Oh, but it's for next year, and let's go with, we could add a boogie. Oja Dababui. Or Marvin Williams. Take the top 3. Yeah. It's for next year, so I mean, we're gonna get it. We're gonna have the pick. I just don't know how good it's gonna be. So, did you watch the? I'm just thinking because I need to start planning this week's session of sci-fi RPG. Were you actually there for that, Agent? I think I remember you commenting, but I think you were just like, hey, the sound, you can't hear anything. I'm working on making that better on the actual live stream. When did I become famous? I wasn't even on A-list. Sim to next user pick.
With the 18th pick in the NBA draft, the San Antonio Spurs select.
I enjoy doing that, like, RPG stuff with, especially Brick Cheeks, because he's always funny when he does that kind of thing. Okay. Stephen Brown. Don't know who that is. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with jump shot with any range. Okay, I'm gonna go with the small forward who's... Oh wait, hold on. Let's go with the 19-year-old. I didn't realize he was 24. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but if we're going for a youth movement, I don't know how good this guy's gonna be, but... Oh, we could go... No, let's go with the three-point shooter. Hopefully he can actually make some shots from range, which according to his scouting report, for an A+ A grade shooter, no. Dun dun. Oh yeah, I can make an announcement that I don't know if you know the game Shadow of War, but Ryder will be doing a playthrough on it, and the first episode will probably be out. I'm gonna guess tomorrow, if not tonight. I have the footage. I just have yet to edit it because I'm doing this. And I was editing Chupacabras this morning. Okay. I think around 2:30, 2:45 I'm going to be done. So we have like another hour that I can play this for. Just so that I can actually go and get some food. I could order food, but fuck that. This guy's gonna be. If we take him, he's gonna be a project, to say the least. He's gonna be a G League for like an entire year type player. Let's go a two-way contract with him, so that way he doesn't hinder us too much in terms of signings. All right, LeBron James accepted. Oh, okay. So we're gonna have to release him, I guess. LeBron James, you're a doofus. Did you see what the team did last year? Yeah, we're gonna have to release him. Okay. Wait, hold on. Yes, I would. I'm gonna see if there's a trade. But doesn't he have a no trade clause? He doesn't have a no trade clause. I don't really want to trade him. I think that's kind of cheating. Yeah, I kind of want to start from scratch. I don't want to have like a 88 overall on our team. Okay, let's release him. It's not gonna hurt us too much. It's gonna be like, how long does it split it up for? That's the question. Player contracts, finance help. Does this say anything about waiving people? No, it does not. Okay. Let's get to free agency and then we'll waive him. Okay. This is we're pretending like he declined. Oh yeah, Nick Wright. Cavaliers waived by LeBron James. He can be claimed by any team now. Nick Wright's the biggest LeBron James fan of all time, so he's got to be happy about that. He can go join the Spurs, maybe. Okay, let's see how much that actually did hurt us. As of what I can see, none. Maybe it's because we did it in the free agency. but I don't know. Okay. So we are still I think it's because we're still technically paying LeBron but oh yeah, it's because he has to get signed before the money comes off the books, I think. So we'll see where he signs, who he signs with. Let's move Tristan Thompson, preferably for some sort of shooter. Excuse me. Shooter. Solomon Hill isn't terrible, however. I could do that. I could see us doing that. Sorry for my inability to speak English. Ironically, I talked about that in the weekly roundup video because it just somehow happened to come up. Oh yeah, because I was talking about PUBG, which is what Ryder calls PubGrub is what Ryder calls PUBG, if you know what that game is. Should we get Jared Dudley? We could add another shooter for another year. Wait, hold on. Let's make sure. Let's not fall into that trap. Okay, cool. I don't really want to give up a second round pick though. Draft pick, interesting. I also want to take a look at badges because I want to see if we're taking a young player, I want to see if he has like the so for example, wait, does he know? He does not want to be in Philadelphia. We could give him an opportunity. Let's take a look at yeah, so he's friendly, but he doesn't have like one of those high work ethic badges. Laid back player. If we could get a second round pick from them, because I think that'd be more. Okay, boom, sweet. I'm okay with that trade. So now we have another shooter who's can help this young guy out. Man, he's got stats for days. Physical nature of this player drains energy from his matchup. While playing on-ball defense, this badge drops various offensive skills of similarly positioned matchups. Okay, so that pretty much means that he can guard centers and small forwards as well as power forwards. Catches and finishes alley-oops better than others. Actually, I think it might be once he improves this, he'll be able to play them just as if he was guarding a power forward. It excels as a pick and pop receiver, which is good considering we're going to be playing a lot of, probably going to do some pick and rolls, but hopefully leading to threes. That's the goal. Shoot as many threes as possible. Try to outscore the team, and since this guy's a pretty good defender, we can put some other defenders that can shoot, hopefully, around him. A slithery player who can get around screens easily, dominates the post with spin moves and drive moves. Don't know how much you're going to be using those. Will succeed at dunking on opposing defenders more often than others. Known for his ability to score baskets immediately off a offensive rebound near the hoop. An elite shot blocker who intimidates those around him. Okay, let's see. Keep it real, laid back. Okay. And of course, this guy who I'm actually happy that we didn't take the other shooter, because I want to see this team how they play right away. I think I'm gonna have to change some stuff with this guy because this guy looks bizarre. No offense. If anyone in the world looks like this right now, no offense to you. But you look a bit bizarre. I don't know if I mean that or not. I'm not 100% all here right now because I'm I had something I was gonna say then, and it just left my brain. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. And 36 is a number that people would normally wear. Bleh. 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 I think with this guy, we're gonna work on his not his 3-point shooting. God, I'm so dumb. His defense and either ball handling or slashing. Oh, that's not changing anything. Shots fired, rewind. Okay, there we go. Please, girl, be mine. Brace. Sleeve. Let's go with the sleeves. I think they look better. For a shooter. A shooter. I'm a shooter. Scooter. The only player Shaq could not intimidate was Hakeem Olajuwon. It's because Hakeem knew that he was way more talented than Shaq. Not that Shaq didn't have some talent, but to be fair, like a lot of his ability came down to his a lot of his what am I trying to say? Like, I'm not saying that Shaq wasn't a good player. He obviously was one of the best of all time in terms of centers, but a lot of his success came down to this fact that he could just kind of bulldoze his way to the rim in a sense. And I was saying in a sense, not innocence, like I was playing TTT, which is a series that's gonna come back on our channel soon. Ha ha ha! Shameless plug. Talk to me, baby. Beyonce. Oh yeah. There was a question I was going to ask about, right. What kind of games do people in chat like playing besides 2K? Because I'm interested in kind of expanding. I mean, like, we already do a lot of stuff, but if you didn't watch the video that I put out, the weekly rundown, I talked about, like, axing some series, so, like, getting rid of some, but also keeping, like, I want to get to a point where the channel has only videos that I'm happy with coming out, and I wish I could say that was reality right now, but, like, for a long time I would just put out videos that you know, I would just put videos out because I needed a video out. I wanted a video out every day, and I feel like I'm at a point now where, you know, me and the other guys make so many videos that I don't really have to do that. And it's, I mean, I already said this in the video, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so now we need a backup point guard. We're good at shooting guard, obviously. Backup small forward. And we're good at center. Power forward, we could use another shooter, but we don't need one necessarily. Okay, so backup point guard. We could take Derek Collison for a year, perhaps. But we don't have the money for that because LeBron James hasn't signed with anyone yet. Okay, so we're going to have to go for the minimum, most likely. small forward. Darius Miller. Interesting. Or we could go for this kid and... Well, let's offer him a two-way contract and then also offer Darius Miller a contract. Please, girl, be mine. Talk to me, baby. Okay. Renounce rights. Renounce rights. Renounce rights. Sign, sign, sign. Let me check something. I think I'm gonna check my schedule real quick, and then I'm gonna plug my phone in. Okay, one moment. Okay. I'm going to take a look at who is offering LeBron contracts. The Bulls and the Mavericks are the only teams that have offered LeBron James a contract. No teams have offered Paul George a contract. Same with Isaiah Thomas. The Nets want Brook Lopez back. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at power forwards. I'm going to offer Bertans, Davis Bertans, I assume that's how you pronounce that, not a two-way deal, minimum contract. Okay. The Bulls are now the only team that have offered LeBron James a contract. Okay. Okay, cool. You need a small forward, yeah. I got, well, we have Jay Crowder still, so he's going to be the starter this year. Now we have Darius Miller, who, if you don't know who that is a very good shooter for the Pelicans this year. And he was a few years ago, but I think he left the league for a few years. He couldn't get a job. I think part of that probably has to do with his wingspan isn't very great, but he's an amazing shooter. So we have him now. We have this young kid who is an A-plus three-point shooter, but will most likely, like our rookie, spend practically the entire year in the G League because he's like a 61 overall. Where's the stream at for you guys? Because Mine isn't too far behind. Let me just refresh mine. Shots fired, rewind. Please, girl, be mine. God, I have a Childish Gambino song stuck in my head because I'm a nerd. Just a bit of a cheeky nerd. Okay, I'm pretty happy with what we have. We have good depth. Well, I say good depth. For a team that is not making the playoffs, we have good depth. We have our starting lineup's pretty much set. So we're going to have Osman as the starting point guard over Aaron Brooks. I feel like I should start Paulista, but I don't know how good starting two rookies is going to be, because I am definitely starting Bill Holmes, obviously. Jay Crowder's going to man the small forward position. And then Bobby Portis is our starting center. My goal is to eventually get to a point where we could have literally anyone in our starting lineup bring the ball up the court. Besides maybe Bobby Portis, even though I think he could do it if need be. I mean, he's not obviously great, but I was about to say it is what it is. Bing. Okay. I know the roster's full, but I'm just going to take a look around. Oh yeah, and all of a sudden we have... I'm finally a 90 overall. We need some celebration music. Hold up. I got you, Agent. Hold on. What's that one song called? Here we go. This freaking song is insane. Dun, 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 dun. Oh man, I really like that. I mean, it's not the best song in the world, but it's pretty good celebration music. Congratulations, you've managed to do something that I probably will never do, because I am. So are you doing Pro-Am, right? Or are you doing I think I already asked you this. Did I already ask you this? I think I did. Pro-Am, right? You said you were playing with a friend, so I assume Pro-Am. But yeah, if your friend's like a rebounder, that's probably literally what I would be. I would just be like, I will do everything well except score. Because my career has always been that way, where it's like you have these guys who are my friend is 90% from 92. Nice. God, I'm so jelly. Lorenzo Brown. I remember him in Minnesota. Apparently he doesn't have any career stats, which is false. But okay. What was I doing? I'm doing Playground 2v2. Ah, yeah. Are you playing on like a Xbox or a PS4? We're good, right? Yeah, we're good. Let's move on. We don't need to get anyone else. What was I looking at though? Oh yeah, the fact that we have 19 million in cap space now. So like, I'm definitely not signing a huge contract. So if I signed one of these guys, it'd be for a year. A year. I'm not even speaking English anymore. Shots fired. Rewind. Okay. Xbox. Nice. I have a PS4 that I'm looking to sell. Mainly because, I don't know. I had it for like, I've had it for a few years, and I just don't use it anymore. I'd sell it to my brother, but he already has one, which sucks because that's who I was planning to sell it to. And all my friends have PS4s. Well, not all my friends. My friend Brick Cheeks doesn't have one. But if I was gonna choose, I would definitely pick Xbox, mainly because I'm or at least I was a Halo fanboy. I'm gonna try to get Rodney Hood for a year. If we offer him the as much money as we have, and we go team option, I don't know if he'd reject this deal. He did not reject the deal. Wait, is he a restricted free agent though? Let's see. Okay, so we have Rodney Hood. So we need to figure out some things. You're currently in Romania, but you're going back to Germany soon. Oh shit. What you in Romania for? I'm currently in the hellhole that is the United States of America. Praise the Lord God himself, Trumpania. I myself am not a trumpet, which is, I guess, a Trump fanboy? A trumpet? Yeah, I guess that works. Who do we get rid of? I'm gonna see what Ante Zizic can get us. That's pretty good. I know I can't take another player because playmaking small forward. I'd love to add another playmaking small forward, but I got the hots for playmaking small forwards. I should play the clip of how I say Albuquerque chupacabras incorrectly. I'm at my grandma's house. That just gave me so many flashbacks of playing Star Wars: The Old Republic with Brick Cheeks, where whenever I'd ask him where we have to go on the map, he'd go, or like, where are we going? He'd go, to grandma's house. Just to be a snarky machuffa. Alright. The Bulls are about to add a center who I could not make into a stretch big. Because fuck it. Because we have Rodney Hood and we don't need him now. Alright, cool. I'm happy with that. That means we don't necessarily have to start Paulista. We can bring him off the bench to start, which I'm happy about. And it looks like it's a good thing it was only a 1-year deal, because holy shit, Rodney Hood's 25, he's already going down. What the frick, man? But he adds another 3-point shooter. Man, my neck is killing me today. Alright, do I want to do this? No, I don't. I don't give a crap about Summer League. If they made it better, I'd love them, one, to make Summer League better in this, which I don't know how they do it, but maybe actually have commentators, because they actually do have commentators at Summer League now. It's that big. Man, the NBA Summer League is big enough to have commentators and like have money be made around it. That's pretty crazy. Kind of defeats the purpose of the summer league though, because it's like for improvement, not marketing, but whatever. And I'd love them to add the preseason back in, and the ability to play G League games. I know it's a lot to ask 2K, but you had this before, so why not add it again? But I'm not a video game thon maker. I'm not a video game thon maker. Okay, untapped potential for you. We're gonna go untapped potential for Paulista. Now, do I want to give untapped potential to this garbage point guard or Osman? CD Osman. He's very seedy. CD's nuts. Sorry. I'm going to go this guy, even though it's not going to help him at all. Give him a bit of a boost, you know? Hey, you got more in you than you're letting people see. I can tell. I think for next stream, whenever it is, next week or in a few days, I don't know, I'm going to find a better position for my webcam because this is a horrible freaking angle. However, when I put it on the top of my monitor, it's an also equally bad angle. So I need one where it's like right here or something. I'll figure it out. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe I won't figure it out. Before starting the next season, you must have at least 14 players suit up. Okay, we need to get another player, which is cool because we gave all our money to Rodney Hood. LeBron James is still a freaking free agent. What if he doesn't join a team? He just retires at 33. Sorry, LeBron. I didn't realize I was going to ruin your career, but I don't really care. I mean, it's not my fault, okay? Spencer Hawes would be interesting. Man, there are not very many good three-point shooting big men. Did I just say that out loud? Like that was a surprising thing? Maybe I could get a power forward and put him to the center position. We'll give you the minimum. Okay. Cool. My aunt say, what you say, boy? Boy. Man, that'd be so Kanye. Okay, let's actually, I'm gonna actually edit this. I do feel like I need music for this, so I think another thing I'll add for next stream is something I did for my Skyrim streams was I would turn the Skyrim music off and play like funky music, like free funk tunes. So I'll probably do that next time. But I can't be asked to set it up right now. But I'm excited to play as this team because I think it's going to be fun. Shots fired, rewind. Oops. I doops. think we're going to go 13 deep. Or maybe 12 would be better. I'd like to play Jared Dudley some minutes, but we should. We're paying him like $9 million. We kind of have to. Okay, bench utilization. If we go like this, or maybe if we go 10. We'll figure this out. I want to get the rookie at least 30 minutes a game. I guess Jared Dudley will be the guy we kind of throw in at the end of games. He's really here to like give the young guys advice, pretty much. I said earlier on that I didn't want this to be anything like the Chupacabra series, and we still have J.R. Smith. So I'm not complaining. At least I'll have someone I feel comfortable playing with. So I'm gonna do a bit of training, player training. Okay, Bobby Portis. I still want you to get better at defense. So do so. Familiton Policita. How about you get better at perimeter defense? Because while we want to be a high 3-point shooting team, we want to be able to defend. 3D. Yeah, there you go. Ouch. Rodney Hood, I don't really care how much you improve. No offense, but hopefully offense taken. Maybe. It's up to you, I guess. Davis Bertans. Preferably, you will become a better rebounder. Get some rebounds. Become like Ryan Anderson, preferably. Darius Miller, you're 28, I don't really care. Bill Holmes, I want you to become Kristaps, maybe? Well, first things first, improve 3-point shooting. And then Osman, we will make you into a elite point guard, shooting guard. Okay, cool. We're playing the Celtics again. It's a bit different situation this time around. However, I think that's where I'm going to end the stream today. It's 5 minutes earlier than when I said I would end it, but I just got some things I need to do. Mainly eating, editing, educating. The 3 E's. Educating, not so much. I don't know what that is in reference to. Okay, yeah, I need to get a better angle where I'm not. My mouth isn't like completely covered by this freaking large ass microphone. But yeah, next stream, I'll be playing the first game of this season and trying my best, trying my best to actually freaking take a win in our first game. Instagram is the best way to promote your friends. Okay, I understand the freaking Osman probably won't be the greatest straight away in terms of his perimeter everything. However, you know, it's going to take some time. Like everything, it's going to take some time. He's going to have to improve. Actually, why don't I just straight up... Let me go to his training. Team training. Player training. Osman, I just purely need you to get better at shooting. So... what would be the best for that? I guess like shooting guard 3D. Let's actually go into here and outside shooting. Okay. Okay. And yeah, that is where I'm going to end today. So thanks, Agent, for watching. Thank you to Miles Babber for the amount that he watched. And yeah, I'll be back. I probably won't stream. I might stream tomorrow. Probably not. Definitely won't stream on Thursday. Because I'm busy. Friday, maybe, but Fridays potentially. Fridays are tougher in terms of work because where I work, a lot of people call sick on Friday. So usually I have to do extra stuff. And then I have plans on the weekend for some recording and some other stuff. So thank you. And yeah, I'll catch you then. So yeah, this will just go up as a video on the channel. So if anyone missed, they can watch it. And yeah. Cool. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace. I probably have to wait for this to catch up, don't I? Well, then I'll